the Everything But Politics podcast.
Here we go. Episode 87 of the Everything But Politics podcast is here. And today we welcome Michael Hickey to the show, Instagram's favorite nomad. Michael, welcome, man. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm just chilling here in the car camper.
Yeah, we know, like you said before we went live here, Michael just woke up, so we're getting the authentic version of who he is and what he does. And speaking of what you do, Michael, why don't you give our listeners a little briefing of what you are doing currently?
Currently I'm on a cross-country road trip, living in my car, saving up to buy a tiny home, to fund the road trip and to fund my savings to build the tiny home. I'm basically just posting as many videos as possible, and I do some DoorDash on the side as well. But yeah, I'm just kind of just having fun making videos, traveling around.
Well, and since I initially reached out to now, your videos have kind of done the thing, your engagement's up, everything's kind of up. I was that obviously I would have taken that was part of your plan, but here you are and seeing it happening in real time. What's that like?
I mean, it's all kind of, yeah, it was part of the plan, but social media is weird like that. Like some days it'll be really good, some days it'll be really bad. I just got lucky this month and we had a couple viral videos, so all my other videos kind of fall in place. But it's like a serotonin rush. It's like up and down crashes. Like one day you get 20 million views, and then the next day you get like 500,000 views, and it's just like 500,000 views is still amazing, but it's just like from 20 mil you crash down to like 500K, and it's just like, I don't know. It's a serotonin roller coaster.
And Michael, how did this journey even become a thought? When did you think like I'm just gonna get in my car and start traveling?
Well, I used to be a little addicted to pills back in the day, and I kind of did like my first little road trip because I was trying to like get away from my hometown, get away from the drugs, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna drive to Oregon because I had a job opportunity out there. I'm originally from Indiana, so it was like, I think it was like a 25-hour drive, and that was my first road trip. And I did that drive, and it just made me feel like, okay, I'm independent. Like I can really travel just with a car. Like that's all I really need. And when I was out there in Oregon, I lived in a tiny home and worked at a dispensary, and that's when I started doing social media. And then I quit that job, ended up going back home, and I was just like dying to get back out there. I was like, nah, I can't sit in Indiana, sit in my hometown for the rest of my life. So like I need to figure out a way to start traveling literally the cheapest way possible. All I had was like 300 bucks in my bank account and this tiny Kia. So I ripped out the front seat, cut a hole in the back seat. I don't know if you guys can see, sleeping bags covering it, but I cut a
That's
hole in
so
the back,
good.
and then I was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna start my first road trip and start posting videos about it. Cause I also like really wanted to do social media. So I was like, if I can just put a year's worth of time into doing social media, like right now when I'm young, like it wouldn't really mess up my, can I cuss or no?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay, I was gonna say it wouldn't really fuck up my life that much if I just put like if I just went a whole year on like social media. I was like, why not try it rather than just like working a 9 to 5 every day and like hating my life and like knowing that I'm gonna basically go nowhere or only get a certain amount of, like your potential is almost capped when you're working like a
Mhm.
9 to 5 or you're working for somebody. But like I've always been the type of person that wants to own my own business, like make my own money, run my, schedule myself. I just hate working for somebody else, which I don't know, but yeah,
When did you what was the date in which you hit the road for the first time?
2021 was like my first like road trip that I was just talking about. And then when I started living in the car, it was probably like a year and a half ago. But I would do like 2 3 month road trips, come back, 2 3 months road trips, come back to my hometown. And then I was like, okay, I just need to stay in the car, stay locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's funny that you're from Indiana. We're from Indiana. So not many guests of ours are even familiar with anything about the state. Where are you
Let's
from in
go.
Indiana?
Mooresville.
Okay.
Okay. We're from Munster, like Northwest Indiana near Chicago, the
Oh,
region.
okay.
But I went
Okay.
to Indiana University, so I'm always driving through Moysville.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's where I'm from. Right next to like Plainfield and Martinsville area. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
yes,
Where,
sir.
so wait, where are you right the second?
All right, now I'm in Calabasas, California, sleeping next to Kanye's house.
And
Nice.
so wait, I going through your Instagram, I saw this current it's called tour that you're on started in Orlando, correct? And the goal is to get to San Francisco.
So it actually started in Indiana. I drove myself down to Orlando or like Florida. I did a tour of Florida. I toured Florida for like 2 months straight. And then when I was ready to leave, I was like, okay, I need like a video. I need like a series for Instagram to make it a little bit more entertaining. So I was like, let's do a series on traveling from Orlando to San Francisco, and we're just gonna like watch the budget. Like we're just gonna see how much I spend along the way. A lot of people thought I was trying to like spend like the least amount of money possible, which like maybe some of the videos that's what I said in the hook, but I was kind of just like watching my budget and like showing you guys how much I'm spending along the way. And yeah, that video series kind of got messed up in Vegas because I got drunk and I lost a lot of money in
It
Vegas.
Yeah, brutal.
happens. And I saw, I think you spent like 3,900. Did you think you would
uh,
spend more or less?
Way less. Way less. I dropped 2 grand. I like did everything like with the budget. Like so if I was buying new like wireless mics to make content, which like necessarily isn't a part of the road trip, it's more a part of
Yeah.
the content. Like every penny I spent, I put it in the videos just to be like as transparent with the audience as possible. But I thought I'd spend way less. I think I could drive across the country with like $100, and
Mm.
maybe a little bit of DoorDash time. But I want to make a series on that, like you know what I'm saying? Like New York to California with under $100 or something like that.
And
Did the
go
the
ahead, Mark.
the Instagram stuff you do right now and really all social media, was that is this social accounts that you have, the ones you've always had, or you created it just for this travel blog?
I created it kind of for the travel blog. When I first started social media, it was when I was in Oregon working at the dispensary, living in the tiny home. And I was like, okay, I see a bunch of tiny home stuff go viral. So I made a bunch of tiny home videos until it went viral. And that's how I got my first like little following, like 10,000 followers on TikTok. And then I made the Instagram, the YouTube, all of the other stuff for like the car camping. So like basically they all started from zero and then just did car camping stuff until we're at the point we're at now.
And were you on Instagram before, like on a personal account?
Oh yeah, my bad. I didn't even answer the question. Yeah, I have a personal account on Instagram. It's like all my hometown homies on there.
And do they follow this page?
Yeah, I'd say some of them do. Some of them do for sure.
Mm.
What do the hometown homies think of what's happened the last few months here with your life and your social media presence?
I mean, they think it's dope, you know what I'm saying? They think it's dope. And I don't know. I need to talk to him more often, honestly. I'm kind of just like in my own show right now. It's
I would
kind of hard
agree.
to like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can sit down and have a couple hour conversation, but it's not really like we're talking about like, oh, social media this, social media that. Like it usually doesn't ever get brought up. It's more like, you know, like how you been, what's been going on with your life, this X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, and have you been able to monetize any of it yet, or you're kind of just going with the flow?
Yeah, YouTube's monetized, TikTok's monetized, Facebook's monetized, and Instagram's, they're all monetized. But you don't make shit on views, honestly. Like TikTok just screwed me over on views, on view money. But like on TikTok, you can potentially make $1,000 per million views, which is like crazy good if you're getting a shit ton of views. Like last month, I got 80 million views
It's a
on
lot.
fucking TikTok. So it's like, but they cut my pay all the way down to like 5 cents per thousand views. So that's $50 per million. So it's
Wow.
like
Wow.
right when I went viral, like I was making the $1,000 per million, and then boom, right when I went viral, they cut my pay all the way down and kind of just screwed me over on that. But like all the other platforms, it's roughly like $100 per million. So like on Facebook, it's like $100. TikTok or Instagram, no, not Instagram pays like $20 per million views, which is just like I don't know. It's not hard to get a million views, but like it doesn't happen every day, you know, like you gotta really and like $20 a day, like You know what I'm saying? Like
That
you can
didn't
make
even fill
more.
up the tank.
Exactly. It's not filling up the tank. So like I don't know. Snapchat I heard pays the most, and I have like 22,000 followers on Snapchat. So hopefully soon I'll get to 50,000, and that's when you can start making money on Snapchat. But I want to start focusing on more on like long form content on YouTube because that pays a lot more. And I need to get really back into Kick streaming because I used to stream on Kick every single day, and you get like donations from that, and eventually they start paying you hourly once you reach a certain amount of viewers. So I could get paid like 20 bucks an hour just to live stream while doing all the other stuff at the same time, like kind of killing like a bunch of birds with one stone. But I start rambling, bro. You got to keep me on track. I don't even remember the question.
Hey,
No,
dude,
you're
we
good, man.
asked you to come here. We're trying to learn from you, but dude, it's actually like full transparency. I've never watched a Kick or a Twitch. I've never watched a stream in my life. How exactly do they work?
I mean, it's just a live stream, literally just like what you're seeing here,
It's like
except
IG Live.
yeah, there just be a chat like talking. But like you can do a little bit more with the Kick stream. Like I can put like a sub incentive, say like if we hit 24 subs, I'll do a 24-hour long live stream. Or
What, do you just record yourself sleeping?
yeah, literally, I've done like 108-hour live stream where I'm just live for 108 hours, and it
That's
messes with
that's
you.
like Kanye with the Donda album in Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
What did he do? What did Kanye do with that? Did he do like
When
a long
during
performance?
during that rollout when he was doing all those shows, he literally
Uh,
like slept in the stadium where the Falcons play and like recorded himself sleeping and literally sleeping. There were like hundreds of thousands of people tuned in. It's just like
wait, what?
crazy.
He live streamed that?
Yeah, like everything that was in like the room he was in was just on and like literally sleeping like in one of like the back rooms at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he's cashed out,
Yeah, cashed out, and that's a great way to promote the album right there.
right? We're talking about it
Yeah.
now, 3 years later. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is funny. So with the Kick streaming though, I mean, why Kick over like Twitch or some of the other services?
I mean, just for a smaller streamer, first of all, it's what's it called? Freedom of speech, so you can't get banned. And I normally like I started streaming on TikTok and I would get banned every day basically for something random. Maybe I mentioned a story about me getting drunk in Nashville or like I don't know, somebody like typed the word Percocet in the chat and I accidentally said the word Percocet or something like that and then they'll ban me. So I had to I went to Kick also because they pay more on the sub. So like on Twitch, if somebody subscribes, they'll send you like $5, right? And on Twitch they cut that. They take like a I think like a 30% cut of that versus on Kick they only take 5%. So somebody sends you $5, you're getting $4 and like 75 cents. You're getting more money for subs, which is
Mhm.
like the majority of the income on Kick. You know, you're only getting sub money or like TTS money until you hit like 100 live viewers, then you can start making money per hour.
Gotcha. And does it ever get boring just being in your car all the time? Or do you like to go out in nature most of the days?
I mean, honestly, for this portion of the road trip, I've been doing a lot of urban camping, so like not staying in nature. But yeah, it does.
Hmm.
It kind of gets boring sometimes, but I always have something to do. Like right now, I have like 1,000 things that I could be doing just with like the social media space in general, like dropping merch or editing another video, editing a vlog, or filming a new video, or you know what I'm saying? There's always something to do, so I don't necessarily get
Yeah.
bored, but I do want to start going into nature more just because it clears the mind. I love being in nature. I need to start doing
Yeah.
some like more off-grid type of camping.
Now, what is the plan for today?
So today, I was just gonna make some oats and then edit. I need to edit. I got like 5 videos I gotta do voiceovers for, and then I got like 4 vlogs on my other phone that I have to edit on the Samsung, and then other than that, just like film like little snippets for the day, film my like daily TikTok. Oh, there's a streamer that I'm gonna go meet up with in Los Angeles. I don't know if we're gonna meet today, but that's a possibility. Go do like a live stream with this dude
Nice.
named Benny Mac. I haven't really been in Los Angeles yet, so maybe like go when if I'm driving into the city, I want to go check out some stuff. Like go see like Hollywood Boulevard, maybe go like drive up to the Hollywood sign, try to like climb on it, for a clip. I don't know.
When you do collab with these people, most times are you the one reaching out, they're reaching out, or just kind of vice versa?
So this one, it was like more in the streaming community, and it was kind of like my kick chat was like, "Yo, Benny Mac, DM him like you should do a collaboration with him." So like my kick chat would go talk in his kick chat. So like we're both live, and like our chats are like saying like collab with Mike, and then my chat's like saying collab with Benny. So I DM'd him on Instagram, and I was the one reaching out, and I was just like, let's collab, and he said that's cool. But majority of kick streamers don't really have a following on other platforms. So it's like I have the advantage there where I can like DM them, and
True.
maybe they'll actually see the DM. Maybe the DM will actually pop up, but
And
I mean
like
maybe
what
not. I need to get fucking verified.
in terms of like this collab, well, I mean, you still got like what, like 400K, like that speaks for itself, blue check or not.
I know, but they'll still put you in like the unseen box, like inbox, just because I
That
don't
is
have that, just because
true.
I'm not
That
paying for that blue check.
that is true because I actually noticed like when we get likes on our page, even if it's like some Joe Schmo with like 300 followers, he bought a blue check. That's gonna come up before someone with 1 million followers that's unverified. That is a good point you make.
Yeah, it's
And
stupid.
what so like when you guys link up, what's like the collab gonna consist of? Just creating content or just straight up meeting each other?
I mean, we've already met before, and we kind of like we met before, and we did like an activity. Like it was during the Dana White and Nelk Boys meetup in Miami. So like we went to the meetup. We ran behind the building. We were trying to like catch a glimpse of like them walking in. Like we saw like the Happy Dad Cybertruck pull up, and like Dana White stepped out, and we're like, we're just trying to capture as much content for the live stream. Live stream content is way different than just like it's literally just like two people hanging out, like trying to like go find some exciting shit to do so that the
Hmm.
stream can watch. Like, I don't know. I really want to catch a fucking pedophile out here in Los Angeles. I think that would be awesome.
That would be cool. Have you contacted any of those agencies to do something like that?
What type of agency? Like
Like just
somebody
some
that
of those people, like some of those biker gangs that help with child predators and
I just
stuff like
saw
that.
that
that's
Vitali's doing
smart.
that too.
I haven't. No, yeah, that's I'm trying to hop on the trend. I'm trying to hop on the
Yeah.
trend.
Yeah, dude, fuck
Everyone's
those
doing it
people.
now. Like I just
Dude,
saw Steeple do it, Bradley Martin did, and all
dude,
that.
fuck those guys. They should be
I know.
they should be lit up. Like you should absolutely go after that.
Yeah.
I know. I think it would be hilarious. Like we could bring like some like syrup and like some feathers or something. Put some syrup on them. Like throw feathers at them and shit. Like I
Like
don't know.
some Looney Tune shit.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally. Or like I don't know. Like I don't know. A lot of people like joke about like, oh, the predators want like a cupcake and like predator pasta, so we'll bring some like pasta and a cupcake or something. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Pie him in the face or something. Like I don't want to get like a charge, like an assault charge. So like we'll have to work our way around that. But I think I need to make like a fake grinder account and like start trying to like recruit. It sounds so weird. Like the process you have to go through to get the fucking like pedophiles to meet up with you is so weird. But I say it's worth it just to like teach them a lesson, and the content would be fire.
Totally.
Even there's a group in Indiana that's the like Indiana Severed Souls. It's a biker group that they crack down on that. We actually this band I'm in, we actually played a show for them, and I mean
Mhm.
you don't want to fuck with those people.
Yeah,
That is
that that's
crazy.
that's the good way to.
Yeah.
I try to figure out some biker gangs. That would be dope content. I don't know if they'd want to be on camera though, but you
Yeah.
never know.
And blurry out the face, you never know.
Yeah, if you blur out the face, they probably wouldn't mind.
Can't blur out the face on a live stream though.
Yeah,
I
True.
want
that's
that. I
true.
want that to be live. That's
True.
way better.
Yeah, that
Well,
would be funny.
what about Michael, your how does dating work in your world?
Um, it's interesting. I'd say if I were to get a full-time girlfriend like that, like legit, I don't know. I kind of want a content girlfriend. Find some girl that also does content. Be like, hey, let's just like make videos together. We don't really
Yeah.
have to date, but we can make it seem like we're dating for the camera. But in reality, it wouldn't work unless they were like following me around in their car or some shit. Like I can't have a chick in here with me you know what I'm saying, like living in here with me, that's not gonna work. But Tinder's popping, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while. I'm trying to stay locked in though. It's kind of hard. Maybe I get a little lonely, maybe I get a little distracted every once in a while, and I'll go on a Tinder date or something. But like most of the time, it's just for the content, which is like it sounds fucked up, but like I'll literally go on a date and live stream the whole fucking thing. Like
Will she know?
half the time I'll half the time the stream will be running. She'll get in the car and I'll be like, "Yo, like I'm live, by the way. Is that like,
Wait, is
are
your
you cool
phone,
with
is
that?"
you have your phone set up the same way you do right now?
Yes, it would literally be right here. I would go to her house. She would get in the back of the car, and I'd be like, "Yo, by the way, like I live stream 24 hours a day. Um, this is just what I do for work. It's totally fine. I can shut it off right now." And most of the time, they're like, "Oh, no, 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 it's fine." But I've only done like 4 Tinder dates, but two of them I told them in advance. I told them like, yeah, like I'm gonna be live. Like two of them I met while I was live and then took them on a date later on. But the Tinder dates are always fun. They're engaging and the audience loves seeing it. But other than that, like I did hang out with this one chick off camera like 5 or 6 times, and it was definitely more genuine because we were off camera. But I don't know. I just can't get caught up in like shit like that because I'm on
Well,
the
you're not
road. I'm
even,
not trying
yeah,
to
exactly.
not
You're not
trying to
even in a
worry about a
place.
relationship. Like don't have a
Well,
place for them to stay, don't have a, like
oh,
and also for me, I feel like as a man, I need to build myself up to a certain like stature, money wise, you know what I'm saying? Maybe physical health
Hmm.
wise. I want to stay in the gym. I want to build my business to a certain point where it could almost like support a family before I even like decide to get into a relationship, which I don't know if anyone else thinks like that, but it's like, I don't
I think
Absolutely.
know.
I think more than you think. But it's something I heard. Gosh, I don't remember when, but Danny Duncan, when he was like doing like base kind of what you do, he would like for places to stay, he'd meet up with girls on Tinder, and that's how he'd find places to stay at night. It is like crazy. Like if you were to
I've
do
done
that 30 years ago, you're literally like sleeping at like rest stops. Now you could like take advantage of what you got on your phone.
exactly.
Well, and also,
Exactly.
Merrick, what was the app or website that Authentic Chris talked about on that podcast?
Oh, couch surfing. You ever heard of couch surfing, Michael?
Haven't. Haven't.
Like, so it's
So yes.
basically like an Airbnb thing, but these people let you stay at their house for free. They want either for friends or they're like just happy to welcome you in. And he did
Mm.
it. This guy, Authentic Chris, he traveled the world. Whenever he'd be in a different country, he would just go on there see if like he could stay at someone's house before he got a hotel.
Hmm.
He met his wife on there in Nigeria.
That's insane.
Yeah, something to check out. It is interesting. I checked it out after the fact because I didn't know what it was. But like it's a totally like verified thing. You should check
I'm
that
gonna
out,
have to
Michael.
I'm gonna have to download it. I could do like a whole series on like traveling across the US couch surfing, but I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be more safe doing that in another country than in the US.
Guess it
Yeah.
depends on where you are. Definitely probably wouldn't do it in LA.
Yeah, facts. I mean, you never know. I could be like a hot spot for like murderers. They're like, "Oh, let's get people to just pull up to my house."
That is true, but like that's the sus aspect of it. It's like I'm gonna pull up some random person's house and just sleep on their couch and let's just hope that they're like normal people and I'll wake up,
Yeah,
everything will be fine. But like, why take that chance when you got a car like that? You're cozy, you're comfortable, like you
facts.
know?
I can just go find a nice, like, safe neighborhood. Like right now, I'm in a super nice neighborhood, just chilling. But no, but back to the Tinder thing, I have done that before. Like I hit up a chick, and I literally hit her with like the sympathy card, like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here, blah blah blah. Like I'm trying to find a bed to sleep in tonight. Legit, I just threw it at her, like, oh, I'm trying to find a bed to sleep in tonight. Like no weird shit. Like I can sleep on the couch, whatever." And she was like, "Come over," and I was like, "All right, bet."
Mm.
So I've done that before. Danny Duncan's actually a big inspiration on like kind of the road trip in general, just because I know his story of how he like started in LA and like basically started from, sleeping on buses, being, put himself in in an uncomfortable environment in order for him to like be more hungry and make him, you know what I'm saying, make him like strive for success even harder. Just because he could have stayed at his, mom's house in Florida and just been comfortable and making videos in Florida the whole time, but he decided to bring himself out here to LA, put himself in an uncomfortable environment and make him like really grind to get the, you know what I'm saying, the
Totally.
Yeah.
successful shit. I don't know.
Yeah. What speaking of California, what are your what I mean, how do you like it out there? People either love it or hate it.
I like the weather. I mean, none of the shit that people hate really affects me really, because like I'm in a car. It's not like I'm paying taxes. Not like I'm paying any bills. The gas prices fucking suck. The price of basically everything fucking sucks. Like
Hmm.
it's like it's just like a loaf of bread out here. Like the cheap loaf of bread is like $2 versus if I'm in Florida or anywhere in the Midwest, it's like $1. So it's just like stuff is just like slightly more expensive.
True.
But the
What's
gas is the big thing.
what state has the cheapest gas?
Florida, Indiana, Ohio, I'd say like Midwest, anywhere in the Midwest, and then like kind of Florida.
And how long do you plan on being in California for?
Um, I'm just out here for a couple more weeks. I'd say I need to get
Mm-hmm.
back up to Santa Rosa because I got some mail up there I have to pick up, but I'm gonna be in LA, I'd say, for another week or two. I need to like go actually do some LA stuff and experience it rather than just sitting next to Kanye's house and editing all day. But after LA, I'm going to San Diego. I'm gonna spend the night in Tijuana, hopefully. And then I'm gonna go hit all the national parks on my way up to Oregon. So whatever national park is, I'm starting at the very bottom of California and making my way all the way up, which I need to hurry up and go to San Diego because it's gonna start getting hot. But I love the weather out here because every night it's a chill like 50, 60
Yeah.
degrees, like perfect for sleeping in the car.
Dude, that's such a
That's
sick experience that you're just kind of going with the flow, experiencing the United States, like those national park states. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures and like the YouTube 4K videos. You know what I'm talking about, and it just looks so fucking cool.
No, I haven't been there yet either, but it's a dope experience, especially because like I was born in California, raised in Florida. So like just coming back to like the birth state and like even Santa Rosa is literally the town I was born, and I was able to spend 40 days out there and just really soaking up the Cali vibes. I love it, I love the whole aspect of it, and just being able to travel is just a blessing in general. It's like I thank God every day for giving me the courage to be out here doing what I'm doing. But so it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but it is fun.
No, I respect it, and you definitely got two new fans here and supporters with Evan and myself. Love what you're doing. It's very cool and inspiring, and not something that most people would even think about doing. So we commend you for that. And Michael, thank you for coming on our show, brother. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. So wait, I got one question for you. How did you come across the content?
Instagram,
Instagram, just like swiping, just saw it on the For You page, or
correct? Yeah, Reels. Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And Michael,
Uh,
where before we let you go, give our listeners where they can find you everywhere. Shout yourself out.
it's just Michael Hickey, Michael Hickey Hickey. Michael spelled the same as Michael Jordan, and then Hickey, same as on the neck. So I'm on everything:
uh,
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat.
What about your
Um,
kick? What about kick?
yeah, Kick is the same. It's just Michael Hickey, no space. I'm live. I try to go live on there every single day. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure, and appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. All right, guys. See you next week. Peace.